This video is brought to you by Power Performance Products, where you can get $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects.
Spencer Lazara, MMA interviews alongside One Kick Nick Blomgren. We're here at his gym. Stefan Bonnar just did an open workout for UFC 153. You're going to be down there in Brazil with him. Talk about this matchup against Anderson.
Well, you know, he's matched up against the best in the world. You know, he's not supposed to win this fight. He's supposed to be a 13-1 underdog. You know, so they're looking at it like that, and I think it's going to be a big upset.
Anderson has fought a lot of guys that are specific in one area. He's fought a lot of guys who are just a wrestler, Chael Sonnen, Talis Laides, and Damian Maia, just grapplers. Stefan's a guy who can really do it all.
Yeah, Stefan, you know, has a little bit of everything. He's gritty. He's learned to, move his head and be different and attack from different angles, and he's proved that in the last couple fights where he's came out with no damage at all. So, you know, it's exciting to see that what will happen with Anderson Silva's style.
Stefan kind of said that he didn't believe it when he first heard that this was happening. What was your first thoughts when you first found out?
Well, I had to call him and see if it was true, you know, so I heard about it from one of the guys at the gym. I think it was Chidi that told me. And then I didn't believe it, so I called Bonnar, and he said, "Yeah, it's true, man." So then I was like, well, okay, well, when you coming back so we can start getting ready? So yeah. He came back that Monday, you know.
Speaking of Chidi, he was talking about him right now, that he's a great training partner, someone to mimic Anderson Silva. Talk about that.
Well, you know, Chidi has grown a lot in the last 3 years that he's been training here, and, you know, his style, I've always told him, needs to be like Anderson Silva's, you know, where he's unpredictable and can hit you from any angle, and, you know, you get hit, you don't know you got hit until after you got hit, you know, so he's that type of fighter. So having him around to help Stefan, you know, get used to that. He's already had the fight in the gym, you know, so, yeah.
And Chidi's got a big fight coming up himself, November 3rd, is it? 2nd?
November 2nd, RFA at Texas Station here in Las Vegas. And, you know, this fight also has helped Chidi get a little head start on his fight, so it's worked out for both of them.
Talk about, we were just talking about how you were down in Brazil with Chuck Liddell years back. How does that sort of situation when he fought Pele compare to Stefan Bonnar versus Anderson Silva this time?
Well, here we go again. Chuck Liddell, big underdog, only 2 pro fights, and faced Pele, and he had 27 fights at the time and was considered to be the world's most dangerous MMA fighter. And Chuck Liddell, you know, asked me what I thought, and I said, you know, you have to believe that you can do it first, you know. And he's like, I go, you have just as many fights as he does. You have 17 kickboxing fights. You have how many wrestling fights? The only difference is his is on paper, yours isn't, you know. So, you know, your credibility for wrestling is there, but, you know, you still have as many fights as he does, so go down there and beat his ass. And that's exactly what he did, you know. And
yeah, I mean, talk about that fight and that atmosphere down there.
Well, it was, you know, it was definitely a different time than now, you know, and going down there were big MMA fans down there, and it was new to all of us here, and I had only watched different videos and met different grapplers to help Chuck get ready for that fight. So I came up with basically the shark drill style that you see around today. I did it back in 1997 here in Vegas, and I put together some kickboxers, some wrestlers, some jiu-jitsu guys, and the fight was a 30-minute fight, no breaks. So 1 round, 30 minutes long, and, you know, that's the fight. And
did he finish that fight?
Yeah, he finished that fight, and he won that fight. It was a 30-minute fight, and you know, he got dropped one time in the fight and jumped back up and continued to win the fight. So it was an exciting time there, and the fans there were big fans of MMA, and we thought after the fight, if we win this fight, we're going to have to really fight our way back to the back or whatever. But they were very respectful and appreciated that he came to fight and not lay down, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be, I guess, a little more controlled this go around, but I'm sure the fans are going to be there on Anderson's side.
I'm sure they'll be on his side, but then I'm pretty sure they're going to appreciate Bonnar's heart.
Well, anything else you want to say, Nick?
Oh, I'm just looking forward to a big upset. I mean, we all respect Anderson Silva, but you know, everybody likes the Cinderella Man story. So this is the new Cinderella Man. They're all counting him out not to win or do anything. You know, so when he wins that night, then you know it's going to be an exciting moment for Stefan and us. We'll probably need security after the fight. You know?
Cool. Appreciate the time. One kick, Nick Blomgren. I'm Spencer Lazar. You're watching MMA Interviews.